What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land. Now, a lot of people have been noticing that there is a brand new art style kind of changing the way Mario Kart 8 Deluxe looks, and a lot of people are not a big fan of it. Mario Kart 8 is one of the best looking Mario games and Nintendo games I think of all time, and I completely agree, this new art style is quite different, and in fact, it's a little bit more cartoony and less polished than what we've seen before. But is that necessarily a bad thing, and does that mean Nintendo's not going to polish up some other courses? Not necessarily. There's actually some evidence of Nintendo still working on some of these tracks and also improving them as we move forward. And a lot of these tracks are still getting improvements. These are not direct ports, even though it looks like a lot of these are coming from Mario Kart Tour because the graphic engine is pretty much that of Mario Kart Tour. But there is some new evidence to point out that maybe there's some big changes coming to some of these tracks that we just haven't seen yet. So in the picture, when we get to see the different cups and also the different waves, we get to see something very interesting in Wave 1. If you look at Sky Garden, the actual path that the drivers race on is completely different than what we see now. The path's tiles are completely changed, and they're changed to more of an orangish brown color that kind of stand out and have more detail along the whole raceway. What's funny about this is there's a Mario Kart Tour Sky Tour coming February 22nd through March 8th, and the path has that same gray texture that we saw within the Cup Select screen. So why did it change so drastically, and why is Nintendo still showing off that one? And I know the Mario Kart Tour one we still can't see a lot of and we'll know within the next couple of weeks, but it looks like it's completely different with the background details and everything as well. It looks like there's more vines, there's actually some Bowser airships flying in the background, and more red mushrooms to bounce off of in the new version for Mario Kart 8. So this shows that Nintendo is making some changes to these courses, and they are changing them for the better, or sometimes maybe for the worse, depending on what you prefer. For instance, in this scene, you can briefly see a pickup truck in the background. That pink one right there, yeah, it's actually supposed to resemble in Mario Kart Wii's Coconut Mall, the Miis that would be in the cars moving back and forth. But this time, it doesn't look like there's any Miis or anybody in the trucks. They're just trucks that are moving back and forth, so of course Nintendo's taking some of the creativity out of their levels. Another example is the escalators within the mall themselves. They, instead of just being regular escalators like they would in a regular mall, instead they're kind of just up and down ramps instead of actual stairs. Personally, I like the stairs because it added to the aesthetic of actually being in the mall, and it actually didn't just show you arrows of which way the escalator was moving. You had to look real closely at the last second to figure it out yourself, which always made it racing a challenge. And some things will stay that might be even improved on. For instance, the shortcut up to the right throughout the store actually looks like it's still there, and it looks like it might be a lot better, like you're actually going through a store this time. As you remember Mario Kart Wii, it just looked like an empty section that you could drive through and didn't really resemble a store. I also think some tracks will be changed to fit the Mario Kart 8 gravity mechanic. For instance, there is a loop here on Sky Garden that looks like it could be used for the zero gravity mechanics where the wheels flip right before the jump, and this looks very familiar to that of the Mario Circuit track, but of course not as steep. And as far as for the rest of the tracks, they all are either part of the Mario Kart Tour custom tracks that they added for that game, or Mario Kart Tour redesigns of past tracks, so none of them are really changing all that much. But it does look like that Nintendo is adding some big changes to some of these tracks and also adding some things that look completely different. We're just going to have to wait for when these tracks actually all drop for us to have further analysis of what's going to change drastically or not. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Do you think this is going to be a completely new experience for a lot of people, or do you think it's going to be mostly just ports of these tracks from Mario Kart Tour? Hopefully there are some big differences and nice noticeable differences, even though the art style is a little bit different and not what we wanted. But what do you guys think about the art style as well? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, stop what you're doing, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Mario Kart and this booster course pass and Nintendo in general. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.